and genderqueer people, Republicans and Democrats, bisexuals and straight allies from all walks of life. By standing together through the ups and the downs of this journey toward a better America, you did this. You made the repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell possible. That victory is your victory. The credit for this amazing accomplishment, something the New York Times called one of the most important civil rights votes of our times, goes to you. I mean, one of the most important civil rights votes of our times. It kind of makes you wonder what they're going to write when we finally pass a fully inclusive ENDA, doesn't it? And we did it because we refused to give up. I mean, think back to early December, when it seemed like all hope for repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell was lost. But we didn't quit. Had we listened to the pundits and the pragmatists back then, Don't Ask, Don't Tell would still be the law of the land today, wouldn't it? And here in Nevada, I think that might be the most important lesson of all. We don't quit. We keep fighting. We dig deeper, and we work harder. We demand even more from ourselves, because that's what it takes to win. We all think long and hard about what it is that's brought us here, and what we want for this state and for our country, and what it's all worth to us. And when the going gets tough, we pick each other up, and we dust ourselves off, and we get right back in the fight. And that's where we're going tomorrow. We're going right back into the fight. And if we can do that, and if we can do it together, then together we're going to pass AB 211 to prohibit employment discrimination against Nevadans based on their gender identity or expression. And we'll make it illegal in this state to discriminate against transgender people and their families who are just trying to buy or rent a home, a place to live. And we're going to make it illegal to kick trans people or their family members out of stores or hotels or restaurants or hospitals. And we're going to pass anti-bullying legislation. Working together, we'll seize this opportunity to improve the lives of people in our community who need it the most. Working together, we're going to change this state. And I think we're going to change a few other things along the way. Because at its heart, this event, this movement for that matter, isn't just a fight to pass laws or to enact policies. It's an ongoing journey, right? Through struggle, through defeat, through delay, to change hearts and minds. And ultimately to change a culture. It is a journey that is testing the strength of our spirit, both individually and as a people, here in Nevada and across this country. Hearts and minds are notoriously resistant to change. So much so, in fact, that it can become perilously tempting, can it, to give up trying, to give up hope, to give up. Well, when you reach that point, I want you to remember this. When I started my gender transition, like many of you at the beginning of your own coming out journeys, I was completely alone. I had never known anyone who had done what I was contemplating doing. I had never told anyone what it was that I was feeling. The road ahead was daunting, and the prospect of walking it alone terrified me. On the day that I first caught myself seriously considering suicide, well, that was the day that I knew I needed help. And so I called my sister, and my sister said, "I'm here for you." And I called my mom, and my mom said, "I am so proud of your courage. I'm proud to call you my daughter." I talked to my partner, Danielle, and Danielle said, "Honey, my love for you is bigger than this. I'm going to be right by your side through whatever this brings and beyond." And eventually, I called my dad. Actually, I wasn't that brave. I wrote him a letter. And when he got it, the command sergeant major called me. And he said, I love you as much today as I did the day that you were born. Each one of those people made a decision. Each one of those people made a decision to stand with me, to walk with me, to hold me and to hold each other up. And together we made the hard journey. And the life that we share today is better than any of us ever could have imagined. Well, this moment, this day, is the moment of decision for us. The words that we speak, the stories that we share, the courage that we show tomorrow will help to determine the way of life for future generations of LGBT people here in Nevada and across America. For some of them, it's going to make the difference between life and death. So tonight, let's recommit ourselves to them and to each other. Tonight, let's pledge ourselves anew to the fight for a world where our human dignity is not just enshrined in the law, but it's honored in the public square. And tonight, let's promise that no matter what else happens, we're going to do it together. Thank you all so much for being here tonight.